Hi everyone. In this video, we will see about Spark streaming, and we will run our first Spark streaming job in our local Windows machine. So first, what it is? It is basically it receives data continuously from a source, and we need to process it and send it to the downstream applications. So source can be either Kafka, Kinesis, or S3 HDFS, and the data we will receive continuously, and that need to be processed and sent. So inside Spark streaming, what is happening? So we receives the continuous data in the form of streams. So that stream is called D streams. So the D streams will get divided into batches here, and each batch will be consisting of RDDs. So there are some set of records. Those records are stored in the form of RDDs. So each batch will also be having a certain time interval, which is called batch processing time. And once we set that particular time value, and the processing gets completed, and it will be sent to the output. So this is how the Spark streaming backend works, and I will be showing you and I will be showing how we can use Spark streaming, and we can and how to run this application. So this is IntelliJ. We need to have Scala and Spark setup initially. I have already done that. If you don't have it, I have the link mentioned below, so you can able to set it up. So this is POM, and we already have some of the libraries from Spark Core and also Spark SQL. So we need to add one more plugin called streaming. That we can get it from Maven repository. So open Chrome and go to Maven repository here, and search for Spark streaming. So here we are using 3.4.2. So get get the same version here as well. So in my local, I'm using 2.12 as a scala. So I'm taking 12. I'm taking 12 as well. So I would suggest you to comment this particular scope part, and just reload the POM, and you will get the library of streaming Spark streaming one. Okay, so the indexing is done, and we go to, and it's asking for the jar, and we are using 2.12 scala. So here, what is the source we are giving to the application? So since we are running it locally, we have socket option here. So we use the local host 999, and we will make use of it, and we will send the data through the socket. Socket is like TCP sockets, and it's like a server client client architecture. So inside local also we have a socket. So I will show it how we can make use of it. So first, let's import the Spark related packages. So first thing is org dot spark. So streaming part is we have imported, and the next thing is we need to set the configs. So create the configs, initialize the spark conf class, and set master as local. So we are running this application in local. We need to set it as local. If you are running the job in cluster, make sure it's set as its mode, like client and the cluster mode. So here we are going to set it as local. The number of threads we should give at least two. The reason is it's a streaming application, and set some app name, um, app name, give it as word count. So the example we are going to run is we will be counting the number of words whatever we submit. Next, we need to initialize the Spark streaming context here, and get streaming context streaming context, make it as conf, and yeah, this is the batch interval at which we need to set it. We need to set the time. So if you can observe, this shows like symbol spark streaming context is deprecated and day streams are deprecated. So what it was suggesting is to migrate to structured streaming. So in streaming as well, two we have the old legacy project, which is this streaming context. Other one is structured streaming context. So and but we need to learn this streaming context as well. The reason is most streaming related applications are written by using this. So I mean, to migrate as well, we need to understand it, and this is related to the different flavors we have in streaming. The first one is the normal one, which uses RDDs, and it's basically a legacy and deprecated, but still used by many existing projects. And the second one is the latest one, which is structured Spark streaming, which uh, which makes the use of data frames and data sets, which is highly optimized, and they say it's easy, easy to use. And next, so once we initialize the streaming Spark streaming Spark streaming context. The next thing is we need to create the sock, socket 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 connection to it. So well lines. So we are going to read the lines whatever we get from the socket, and so C dot. Now the socket part, socket text stream. This is a option. We are going to take local host. Local host means it comes from CMD, and the port is 999 here. Now, so uh, we have we we have established a connection to local one. So once we have started running the application, this will gets connected to our local local machine, and we can give our input, and continuously the data get processed. So next thing is we need to write the logic for a word count. So the word counter, so whatever the whatever the data we receive, we need to split it in the form of flat map, and what is the placeholder we can give is comma. So it's like we receive a text called hi, good morning. So this gets converted to like hi is one word, and good morning is another word. And in the next stage, what is the logic we need to be written is we need to say like how many hi is there and GM is there. Like we need to assign the value each. Finally, we need to group them. So this is how the word count basic program looks like. So we have flat mapped it, and next thing we need to map it. So let's do pairing here. Map, we need to map like whatever the data we receive, we need to assign each one a value. So we have, for example, word, and make the word word to one, assigning a value for each one. So finally, the last thing is to club the number here, word count. So pairs need to be grouped. So in RDDs, how we can group is we have one API called reduce by key. Make use of it. It's like a lambda. It's like a lambda function. We can make use of it, and finally, whatever the result, we need to be seen here. So how to print the output? We have some of the APIs available for it. One is the print one. Print will be basically printing the values of output, and so the logic part is done. The next thing is we need to start the Spark streaming context one. So how we can do is we have an option of start. So This starts the com this starts the com this starts the computation, and the second one is, so once it's get over, we need to say like terminate the application. So once everything is done means once, whenever, if there are, wait for the computation to terminate. So yeah, we are done with the code. And next, so the source, whatever the source, go to cmd. So now we are, the input is a socket, TCP socket. In local, how we can establish a local TCP connection is, just type ncat -lk, and port name. We have already given it, and click enter. Yeah. So, and start running the job here. Yeah. So yes, the application got started, and we need to go, and we have to give the input. uh, Hi, I am good. This is one input, and see, the results got fetched. See, am has one word and hi has one. Next thing, same, we are going to give the same thing, hi, hi, hey, like that. Now it takes the input. It computes for every for every 10 seconds. See, hi and hi, computation codes. Next word is, um, I am good. For every 10 seconds, yes. I'm got repeated once, and good. Now we need to check the number of repeated words. No, hi. Now it should give three, and it's passed here. And after 10 seconds, we see hi as three words. So yeah, this is how the streaming works. And if you have any if you have any 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 queries, please feel free to reach out to me. Thank you all for thank you all for watching this.